Hello guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to another daily tips and predictions video. I must apologize before we start. I have been away for about a week. I had to deal with some stuff that were outside of my control and I just couldn't have the time to post on YouTube, but now I'm back. And as you can see on the screen right now, I've got the Telegram link to all the bets that I placed throughout the last couple of weeks. We finished the month of February with a profit margin of 2 units, which isn't great. However, we did have a rough start, but we still just about managed to end in profit. As you can see right now, I've got 27 subscribers, and if you want to become a subscriber, it's totally free. I will link to it down in the description down below, so yeah, make sure to join it. But for now, let's get into the video for today. The first game I want to kick off with is the Premier League game between Burnley and Leicester City. As you can see here from your screen right now, Leicester City will be without some of the key players in Barnes, Justin, Maddison and others, whilst Burnley do have Barnes and Goodmanson missing. Obviously, you can see when Leicester played against Arsenal that some of these players were really missed. Obviously, Barnes was the one to get injured in that game, but Leicester are certainly missing Justin and Maddison for sure. The interesting stat when you look here, you can see that actually Burnley have not won in their lot. They haven't won the last 6 games at home, which is quite incredible. And Leicester are actually unbeaten away in quite some time. So I think for this one, it's going to be quite easy. When we look at the head-to-head stats between the two teams as well, it's a bit all over the place, with Leicester winning 3 times and Burnley winning once in one game, ending in a draw. However, I do feel like with this one, there's going to be quite a few yellow cards. Funny enough, Burnley have received at least 1 yellow card in the last 4 fixtures against Leicester in these last 4. And so I feel like for this game, a sensible bet to go with would be over 0 cards for Burnley, over 1 goals in the match, and Leicester double chance at the odds of 2.5 for this one. The next game I want to have a look into is the Sheffield United v Aston Villa, and to be fair, there's not much to say here. Sheffield United have quite a few injuries. Obviously, Jack Grealish might not be playing for Aston Villa, but if you look at the table, you know, Aston Villa have not been doing great recently, but Sheffield United themselves have been in a horrendous form. They only got about 12 games left and they are 15 points behind, so the chance of them actually catching up to Newcastle are really slim. I feel like the team's given up, and so with this one, we're going to go pretty straightforward. Aston Villa to win at the odds of 2.05. Now, the last game in the Premier League I want to have a look into is the Crystal Palace v Man United, and when we look at the head-to-head stats here, you can see that the last 4 games between these two sides have seen a minimum of 2 goals each. Also, the interesting fact as well is that Crystal Palace have seen at least 1 yellow card in each of the games so far. So I feel like for this one, a very sensible bet is to go with over 1 goals in the game and over 0 cards for Crystal Palace at the odds of 1.61. It's not the highest odds, but just that as a free team accumulator in the Premier League could be a very solid game to go with, and that could be a very solid bet for this one. So yeah, over 1 goals in the game and over 0 cards for Palace. Now, I really want to talk about this game right here between Norwich and Brentford. It's a really big game in the Championship. Brentford seem like they are beginning to get a few wins under their belt since they got a new manager. And as you can see from their last 5 games, they did lose quite a few. This is where the manager lost his job, and then they have been winning quite a few two of the games recently. Whereas Norwich, as you can see, have been on an incredible run of form and now looking stronger than ever before, here sitting at the top of the Championship by quite a few points. I feel like the fixtures between these two sides have seen a few goals, nothing crazy, but at the same time there've been plenty of cards, which is why for this game I've decided to go with over 1 goals in the game and over 0 cards for each team at the odds of 1.95. Like I always do, I will show you the bet slip at the end of the game, but I feel like it is a very solid bet to go with for this one. Now we're going to move over to Italy, and this is a very sweet fixture for those who love a bet on bookings. The last 5 fixtures between these sides have seen a total of 16 first half yellow cards, which equals to just over 3 yellow cards a game in the first half alone. Which is why I think for this game, over 1 cards in the first half for both teams combined at the odds of 1.66 I feel like it's an absolute steal of a value. So I feel like that's going to be my bet for this one. Over 1 cards for both teams combined in the first half. That was a 1.66. Now, the other game I want to have a look into in Serie A is this game between AC Milan and Udinese. In the last 5 fixtures between these two sides, there had been a total of 20 cards shown, which is another fixture between the two teams that have seen plenty of yellow cards. The referee itself for this game has shown on average 5 yellow cards in the game. So with both teams loving to receive a yellow card and the referee loving to hand out a yellow card, this should be an easy set up perfectly for an easy over 1 card for each team at the odds of 1.90. I feel like that's a really solid bet, and I feel like it should definitely come in. Now, the other game I'm going to have a look into Serie A is the game between Atalanta and Crotone. The last 5 fixtures between these two sides have produced a total of 25 cards. And Crotone themselves have had a horrendous run of form. As you can see here, they have been absolutely shocking. And so, whereas Atalanta, we can see here they've got 2 defeats, one of them being against Real Madrid in Champions League, where they received a card early on, and the other one against Lazio. But I feel like for this one, Atalanta should get an easy win. So I feel like for this one, we're going to go with an Atalanta win and over 1 cards for Crotone on this one. Now, I saved the best Serie A game for last, and that's the game between Benevento and Verona. And the reason why I'm saying this is the best game is because this is another game where there's been plenty of cards. The last 5 fixtures between these two sides have seen a total of 35 cards. Let me just show you some of the games. I think this one here had the most yellow cards out of all the fixtures, and it's incredible because there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards in total for this game. And I feel like that is absolutely crazy. So for this one, I'm going to be going with over 1 card for each team at the odds of 1.72. Can't imagine why the odds are still so high, but I feel like after the previous games there will definitely be some yellow cards flying in for sure. So yeah, over 1 card for each team at the odds of 1.72 for this one. Now, usually I stay away from betting on Turkish league games. However, when I saw this one, I looked at the league table. Galatasaray is sitting on top of an incredible run of form, but still needing to get away from Besiktas, and the other team literally being rock bottom on a quite a bad run of form, you could say, on 2 draws out of the last 5 and 3 losses. I feel like this one's pretty straightforward. Galatasaray to win at the odds of 1.45 should do the trick for this one to boost up your accumulator if you needed that extra couple odds. And now, I've never done this before usually, but I am going with a League 1 treble as well, and this is going to be a safe bet. This is going to be more of a backup insurance bet because I'm quite comfortable with it. I think it's going to be quite a good bet, and this is one of them where I'd usually stay quite high for the low odds. And this will be Lyon draw no bet, Lille draw no bet, and Monaco draw no bet. Obviously, you could take the double chance for the lower odds, or you can go with straight out wins outright. But for the win or draw no bet, the odds are 2.14, and this is a kind of game where I would bet around £50, and I feel like this one is really comfortable and it should definitely come in. So yeah. Now let's get into the bet slip. I'll show you what the bet slip is actually looking like. So this is how the first part of the bet will look. I can't show you all the bets in one bet slip because Bet365 don't allow 4 or more bet builders in the same bet slip. So for this one, you can see here we got the builder for Burnley v Leicester. Got the Aston Villa win. Not sure why it's blurred out a little bit. It's probably just being suspended for the time of I'm recording it. And then we've got the 2 bet builders for the Crystal Palace Man U game and the Norwich v Brentford. So this itself will make a really nice accumulator of the odds of 1 to 13, which is quite good. Obviously £10 returning £130, but as I always say to you, bet responsibly. Pick out the games that you're comfortable in. Just because I'm saying that I think they'll win doesn't mean that you have to agree. So bet with what you're comfortable with. And now let me show you the second part of the bet slip. Yes guys, so welcome back, and this is the second bet slip that I can show you here. So as I mentioned, I got Genoa v Sampdoria over 1 yellow cards in the first half. Then we got the AC Milan Udinese bet builder, followed by the Atalanta v Crotone and Benevento v Verona in Serie A. And so I'm going to remove these 4 just to show you what my safe bet is going to be for the day. So I feel like Lille Monaco is quite low odds, but it's pretty safe, and I feel like this is one of them where if you put, let's say, £50 for it, and obviously as I always say, gamble and bet what you can afford to lose. Don't follow the staking plan that I'm showing you here, because this is what I can, afford to lose. But at the same time, make sure to follow me on the Telegram. That's where I post the staking plan to make sure that, we win money and we come out on profit at the end of every single month. But yeah, this is going to be my safe bet for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and let me know in the comment section down below what bets you have on for today. But yeah, don't forget to join the Telegram channel, and I'll see you tomorrow for another daily tips video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.